Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for your interest in the Data Science Society DeCal.
Today, we'll be going over what our DeCal entails and what you can expect as a future student.
I'm Colin Wong, one of the course directors for this DeCal.
And my name is Yara Hassan, and I'm co-directing this semester with Colin. Formally, our decal is known as Data 198, Introduction to Real-World Data Science, and just as the title suggests, the decal is designed to be an introduction to the field of data science, and really it's meant to be for anyone who's curious in learning more about the field of data science as well as real-world applications. And so within the decal, we'll go ahead and go through the different tools, skills, and knowledge that you would need to succeed in the industry. And while Berkeley offers great classes like Data 8 and Data 100, which also provide an introduction to the field of data science, the decal is really unique in the emphasis that we place on freedom and exploration. And this is because within the decal, you'll get to work on a capstone project where you'll have the opportunity to explore a specific subject or domain of interest. And you'll get to choose a real-world data set that goes along with that domain. And you'll get to answer a real-world problem or question that you find to be of interest using that data. The decal is also a great opportunity for anybody who's interested in getting more involved with the Berkeley Tech community, as you'll have a lot of opportunities to speak with students who are already data science majors or students who are just taking the decal because they're also interested in learning more about the field, as well as Berkeley faculty and industry professionals. In terms of our course outline, the decal will be meeting weekly, so we'll have mandatory lectures every Monday from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. in Worcester 102. And if you're interested in learning more about what our weekly lectures will look like and the content that we'll cover, you can go ahead and check out our syllabus through the QR code here on the right. But within the first few lectures, you can expect to get placed into a project group with 4 to 5 people, as well as an assigned TA or tutor. And you'll be meeting with this group throughout the semester to work on a group capstone project, which will be related to that domain of interest, as well as a data science lifecycle. So it'll be an opportunity for you to work through all the different stages that a data scientist goes through when working on a project. And Colin, my co-director, will also be providing more details on these projects in future slides. But at the end of the semester, you can expect to present a final deliverable with your group at our data science symposium. Our lectures will also often include lightning talks, where we'll bring in professionals from various career paths that are related to data science, and you'll have the opportunity to hear from them, get to know a little bit more about their experience and their journey within the field of data science, and you also have the opportunity to network and ask them any questions that you might have. In terms of our course audience, we really want to emphasize that this class is meant for beginners. You don't need any prior experience to take the class. Really, we're just looking for anybody who's interested in learning more about the field of data science, or even things that they might have an interest in going into a future career path that's related to data science, machine learning, or anything related to those fields. So we're not looking for any specific majors. You don't have to be a technical major. You don't have to necessarily be a data science or computer science major. You don't have to be a math or stats major even. And we're not looking for any course prerequisites. So really, again, just anybody who's curious and wants to learn more about data science. So whether you're a freshman and you're just coming into Berkeley and you want to learn more about what data science is, or maybe you're a senior and you haven't really had a chance to explore what the field is and what it looks like, but you're interested and, might want to see if it's a possible future career path for you, everyone is welcome, regardless of their academic experience or background. In terms of our course content, all of our lectures will be oriented around the data science lifecycle. And this is really just to help you when you're working on your capstone projects and also for you to see how data scientists really go through working on real world projects. So we'll start off by introducing Python, Pandas, and NumPy, and then we'll go through the data cleaning process. We'll also explain what exploratory data analysis is and how to go about creating data visualizations. We'll explain probability and hypothesis testing. We'll also cover a lot of different machine learning models and how to go about model evaluation when working on your projects. In terms of our course breakdown, when it comes to grades, attendance will be worth 30% of your grade and it will be monitored by course directors as well as your TA or tutor. The first 2 sessions of the decal are mandatory, but after that, all students will have up to 2 unexcused absences. We'll also have lecture worksheets as a way to reinforce the content that we go through within lecture. So these will be worth 20% of your grade. And then we'll also have checkpoints and reflections throughout the semester. This is just a way for us to gauge how things are going with your projects, and this will be worth 20% of your grade. And then, of course, your final project and presenting will be 30%. In terms of the time commitment for the decal, you will have the 2 hours of weekly lecture, and then you can expect to work around 2 to 3 hours outside of class. The time that you spend outside of class will really be spent with your project group, and that'll be spent working on your capstone project, as well as any checkpoints or worksheets that are not done in class. But usually during our lectures, we do try to give students time to work on their projects and to meet with their groups and also get that extra support from their TA or tutors. So outside work will be pretty flexible, and it's really just based on how much you're able to get done within class time.
One of the most important parts of the Data Science Society decal is the projects that students will have to complete by the end of the semester. At the beginning of the course, you'll be given the option to choose one of 5 different project domains to explore. Once you choose this domain, you'll be paired with a mentor and a group of 5 people to come up with a question that you'd like to answer by the end of the class. With this group, you'll follow a roadmap of several different ideas and concepts that you have to explore within your domain. And your final deliverable must address and include each of these different tasks and milestones. Some previous projects that we've worked on with teams throughout this decal include predicting the stock market using tweets and predicting house locations from price and square footage. Now, what are some of the benefits that you'll get from taking our decal? Well, first of all, because our decal is angled for newer people in data science and Berkeley Tech, you'll be able to find out if data science really is for you. Also, because our decal is much more application focused than other courses on Berkeley's campus, you'll be able to gain a lot of skills that will be incredibly useful for both industry and academia. When working with your small groups, you'll likely gain a lot of meaningful friendships and valuable connections. Also, in the past, many different students who have taken our decal have been able to put the projects that they completed on their resumes, which has helped them land internships and research experience here at UC Berkeley. And lastly, our decal offers many different experiences to interact with Berkeley faculty and people in the club scene through events such as networking panels and lightning talks. So, throughout our decal, you'll be able to both gain valuable experience to put on your resume and meaningful connections with people who will help get you further here in university. Now, let's talk about the DSS decal pipeline, because the decal is a main entry point that a lot of people will learn about Data Science Society and the activities that we do. Our decal is run by the Academic Development Committee of DSS. DSS is a club that explores data science and does consulting for different companies. That has 3 main committees: academic development, consulting, and social good. And after taking the decal, mentors often recommend that their students join this club so that they can get even more experience on top of what they've learned from the decal. Now, how do you enroll in this decal? Well, you're going to have to fill out the application, which you can find on this QR code right here. Remember that the application is due by September 10th, so please mark your calendars. Once you've applied, you'll be able to realize if you are eventually admitted into our decal by September 11th. So please consider joining if you're interested. Thank you so much.